All right, let's make another what is going right with Jalen Hurts, what is going right with this Eagles offense. It just feels so easy for them, doesn't it? It feels like they can move the ball at will, especially in the second quarter. Second quarter, they're the best team of all time. They're the, right now they're still undefeated. So I was going to say they're the undefeated Patriots, but that's almost an insult to them because that team lost the game. This team hasn't yet. It's been such a joy to watch. Let's talk about just everything that's going right. We'll start off with maybe the silliest play that went right. Probably the most impressive play that went right. It's a cover 3 zone. The way this play concept works is usually for A.J. Brown, his route here is just a clear out route. He's supposed to get the safety in the corner to stay deep with him. That's typically how this works. And then you can try to get someone else open. That's usually how this concept works. And right when this play begins, what you're going to notice is that he does his job of taking on a double team. That's what he was supposed to do. Take on the double team, let someone else get open. That player is open over the middle of the field. And I got to be honest, Jalen Hurts has to make that throw over the middle of the field. Yes, this is going to be awesome. This is going to work out. Got to make that throw over the middle of the field. It's just going to be risky to keep throwing the ball down the field. There are going to be times when A.J. Brown isn't going to be superhuman. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe throwing to A.J. Brown in double coverage is still a better option than throwing to a wide open receiver who isn't being covered at all. Just because A.J. Brown can do this. Watch Hurts make this throw, and Brown is able to make the grab. I mean, that's one of those video game throws when you press the wrong button, but it still works out, and you're just like very happy about it. Just very fun. Now let's go over here. So for this one, what's going to happen is it's going to be a zone coverage play. You have a little zone buster that's kind of, that can definitely work out. And again, these types of plays just work out really well for the Eagles, I feel like. Because one thing they do is they run the ball effectively. When they run the ball, they can run the ball effectively. And teams are really oftentimes stacking the box to prepare for a run. You're seeing that right here with how many of the Pittsburgh Steelers have moved closer in. So in this situation, when you run a play action, that can get players out of position. Now, what you're also doing is there's a corner lined up with the receiver that Philadelphia has on the bottom of the screen, and with the receiver running a deep route, that corner is going to stay further deep. So when you have a tight end who's now going to flash all the way over, you can see how it can be tough for a Pittsburgh player to get back. I mean, watch how when they do run this play action, eventually, you see a tight end who's just, eventually a linebacker sees him, but he's not even 10 yards close to this tight end. I mean, this is an easy completion, and it's on third down and short. So on a third down and short, you're getting guys completely wide open. I mean, this is the sign of just a great defense where everything's running well. As you see, they are able to make the completion. This is Dallas Goedert, who's also one of the best tight ends in football. Doesn't really get enough credit for what he can do, I think. A great third option, with everything else, Devonta Smith and obviously A.J. Brown, what those guys got going on. So, again, just a sign that things are working well. Things are, being easy for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now let's go over here. So this is going to be a man coverage play. This is the other thing of, listen, if A.J. Brown can win against double coverage, well, he can certainly win against single coverage. So you can't really do this. And this is also kind of what makes this team so difficult to play against and why their offense can be so electric is you saw the Pittsburgh Steelers, what they said is, okay, we're going to sell out. We're not going to let you run the ball too effectively against us, which is a mistake. Listen, yes, the Eagles have had great games with their legs. Yes, Jalen Hurts can run the ball very well on top of that. That helps with all of it. You got to let him run the ball because if you try to, stop the run and trust your corners to defend, you're going to lose. A.J. Brown, a one-on-one matchup, only a single safety deep. This is never a good sign. Watch as Hurts takes the snap. Hurts is going to look. A.J. Brown isn't wide open. It's not, last time he threw it to A.J. Brown when he was double covered, though. So he's saying, listen, if I get a matchup like this, I am taking a matchup like this. And that's the right strategy. Some people will kind of use it against Hurts and say, oh, he's just throwing up the A.J. Brown. Any quarterback could do that. Well, what is he supposed to do? He has a great receiver. He should be throwing it to his great receiver. That's what a smart quarterback does. Watch Hurts throw this one. It is a beautiful throw. So that's the other thing is he made that play just as much as Brown did, and maybe even more than Brown did. That was just a beautiful throw. And yeah, Brown is going to give you a window to, he's going to make that catch. If you put it in the right spot, he is going to make that catch, and Hurts put it in the right spot, so he made the catch, and you get a couple of those big plays. You can also run stuff like this if you're the Eagles. This is stuff that I like seeing teams do this. I don't know why teams don't do this more frequently, which is, again, what's coming. Teams are going to try to play some zone coverage against you because of the fact that when you try to play man, you can can run the ball so effectively. So they're playing cover 3 zone right here. We'll run a concept that can beat cover 3 zone, and that's what they're doing, where you can kind of see exactly how this works. You have 3 players who are going to be running outside the numbers, or at least close to outside the numbers. There's only 2 Pittsburgh players who are supposed to cover there. So while yes, it's true that a linebacker could read this play, get over, and try to make a play on the ball and, you know, cover somebody, that's going to take some time. It's still going to be a mismatch if he does get over there, so it's a good concept against this coverage. And so look, as you see, right when this play begins, it's actually pretty well defended by Pittsburgh. It's not terrible whatsoever, but again, it happens so quickly. There's only so much you can do. Hurts makes this throw to Goddard, who eventually gets wide open. Again, it just feels easy, right? Things are going so smoothly for the Eagles. It's not difficult to pull this stuff off. It feels like, obviously, it's very difficult to pull this stuff off, but they're making it look easy. And listen, I get it. It's Pittsburgh. They haven't been great this season. It's not it's not the most impressive win in the world or anything like that. But still, I mean, the way that they're making it look this easy, that's what makes it impressive. And finally, one last play to break down. So here's an interesting thing they're going to be doing here. They're going to be taking a deep shot to A.J. Brown. I know, very fascinating, very unusual. Listen, if you can get him with a one-on-one, then do it. But I've only highlighted his route. But what's interesting about this play is kind of how they're going to sell it at the beginning. Watch Jalen Hurts sort of run to play action, and he fakes as though he's throwing a screen pass, so that kind of gets Pittsburgh just a little bit out of position. Pittsburgh had a safety deep on this play, and it's Minkah Fitzpatrick, a very rangy safety, but still, you were in a situation right here where since he kind of took a step in because it was a sell as though it was a screen pass, he has to respect that. You're now once again scheming open a one-on-one matchup. So we've seen 3 things happen now with A.J. Brown. We saw the first play, which was A.J. Brown was just in double coverage. Hurts threw it there anyway, said YOLO, and it worked out. You had the second one, which was a one-on-one matchup on the outside by design. The Steelers tried that, and it backfired tremendously. And now you're having this, which is the Steelers are trying to make sure they don't give up a one-on-one matchup on the outside, but the Eagles can scheme their way into that. And again, Hurts is going to make, once again, a very accurate throw, a beautiful throw. Brown is able to get there, and then he, points to the other Steelers players, kind of saying, hey, there's 2 guys, and you still couldn't cover me. Hey, you know what play it was, A.J. Brown. You know that you kind of schemed one of them out of position. He actually got a flag on that, which is, I don't know. I never like those flags, so whatever. Let the guys have emotions, but whatever. I don't think they're complaining too much. When you have all those great plays, you kind of earn the right to, get a flag or 2. You earn some leeway there. I think is typically how that works. If that's the first play you've had of that and your team is losing, well, then you can't do it. But, the fact that you're winning, the fact that you're continuing to make those plays, that allows you to be able to make those pointings plays as well. So, yeah, fun game by the Eagles. Eagles still very good. Offense still, uncoverable, it seems like. So, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.